everyone uses them, but they're giving me a lot of fun. Here's what I'm doing. Just recorded this. It needs a bit of work, but it's part of this asset pack that I'm doing this month. There's the start of it. You can see I've got 4 track starts, which means I am on track. I've got to do 2 a day, basically generate 2 ideas every morning in this morning session, and then I will spend next week refining and elaborating on those, and then I'll do the 3rd week of basically final stuff, and then it's out to the world on February 26th. This is an asset pack I'm tentatively calling Bad Robot or Broken Robot or something like that. That's the kind of general theme for this month. Cool, so check this out. Quirky. It's supposed to be like really offbeat. Playful. Yeah. That's the direction that's going. I dig that one. And this one. Not sure where to go with this one. But you can hear it's got some sort of tick. That bass line, for example, sounds like a very old synthesizer, which is the idea. So it's like vintage synth mixed with, I don't know, metal guitar. This is the weird one with no harmony rules. It's like completely random. Got a swing jazz vibe, and then oh, this is actually, I've done 5, yeah, I forgot. There's another one down there. Let's correctly, there we go. I don't know what the name is. Cool. So my next step now is I am gonna firstly just get the tempos up to speed. And there we go, cool. Okay, now I do have an idea for that, and I think we're going to go with another one of these retro machines, so let's load one up. So far I keep on doing that, it's so dumb. Oh, that's kinetic metal, I don't want that. What I want is the retro machine contact instance. Looks like this guy's coming in particularly handy this month. This is a collection of retro machines by Native Instruments, and I'm, like with all of this stuff, I'm finding my way through it. I'm like loading this stuff for the first time, so I'm learning on the job, as you always are, without exception. This guy here is Contact MIDI 2. This should be coming in 3, I think. Let's do 3. Oh no, wait, that is 2. We've got dates on there. Sorry, let's change that back. Extremely boring. Cool. Contact MIDI 3, like the name says, and I'm just setting the input channel so that when I play this, it should come out here. The reason it's not is because I've got to still route it to not noises, but retro machine blip. That's it. And you can delete the noises one. Cool. That sounds kind of nice. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Let's scale that down. Right. Release the browser at least. Cool. So what I'm hearing here is a hard 5th harmony, like a parallel 5th. So I don't know what key we're in. I think it's D. Okay, I can never remember what I've written, but anyway. It's not that one. to mute the drums because they are very destructive. Oh yes, I remember I changed the key. I didn't record it in E flat, I recorded it in D and then pitched it up so it didn't sound like all the other ones. Try it again. This patch could be better. Let's try a different one. Angry wavetable. Yeah, so the thing with native. That's kind of what I'm going for here. It's got a vocal quality that sounds like a robot, which I like. So I'm actually going to add that to my patches folder, which I don't want to... Whenever I find something I like, I categorize it in my own database so that I can search. I'll show you what the database looks like. Ta-da. This is period stuff, so things from a different era: action, horror, dance, vocal, ambient, rock. These are the most common things that I'm finding myself using. Exotic on. So what I'll do here is I'm going to call it vocal because I want it to remind me of that, and it's the Retro Machines Britzel Brass patch. So now I go like this: Retro Machines. And it's called Britzel Brass, and I don't know what the patch number is, doesn't matter, and I'm going to call it vocal, and it's definitely formant, and it's definitely wacky. Let's call it robot too. So if I search for robot on this page now, I'm going to get this sound, which is lovely. Oh, I might use this on everything actually. This is very, very much what I'm looking for. Okay, wait. Okay, this tonic, what I actually want is that's what I want. So whoa, what's the guitar doing? Guitar's doing that, right? Let's do that. Okay, so it's something like that. Let's give it a bash. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. I love sixths. Just dig them so easily. Okay, let's try the 6 here. Do 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 do. No, do. I'm trying to land on the 6. That's what I'm looking for. That's it, yeah. That's it. Okay, cool. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's cool. Yeah. Now we got some craziness in here. Let's try it in one take. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, boy. Cool. All right. Do we need to quantize? Not really, but I want to just tuck in some of the end points. Okay, it's fine. We're in the early stages. In two minds about whether to do the editing work now. I'm trying to avoid doing editing work in live streams because it's actually boring. Okay, so let's just cut it right here. That's still too late. We're going to want to go onto the coordinate. Okay, cool. Turn snap off. Just cut it there. Okay, it actually is just a duplicate, so there's no point in redoing the work. And here we are with, I'm going to quantize 2, let's quantize 10/8, see how that goes. Stop. Cool, man, super rad. I'm happy with that. Okay, we got our little part there, and I really just wanted to take that down before I forgot it. So I'll come up with an ender that changes the feel of that a bit. So otherwise we got a loop. Good. Come up with all these cool shortcuts for like really making the workflow quicker. Okay, great. One more time with the drums. Here we go. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Oh yeah, man, definitely. Loving it. It kind of hangs at the end there, which is cool. Alright, I work on albums basically all in one go. I jump around everywhere because to me it's like thematically consistent, which is part of what I'm doing and releasing these asset packs, these music compilation packs for video creators that make it easy for you to edit videos that sound like it's like an audio brand basically. I want people to stop using just backing tracks with fade-ins and fade-outs. I want more stings and bumpers. I basically want the production quality of your average person to be a lot higher, like a lot more like TV, like the way they've got like a dun-dun or whatever every time there's a new shot or a new scene. Not enough people use those in their videos and podcasts, so that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, cool. Promo aside, that was track 4. I don't have a name for it. Let's give it a name right now, seeing as it's got its own identity already. Shift double click is Off the Rails. There we go. It's called Off the Rails. Number 5. It's almost like this guitar part for number 5 should be, now it should sound like this synth. Let's do some counterpoint. So I think we're in the key of B minor. Cool. I'm going to take this guy up. They don't really play well together, and this is for dialogue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same range. No, there's too much lead sound going on here. I might just come back to that, or just give it a skip or something. Okay, so we have 5 out of 10 tracks, which is the target here, and 5 out of 10 starts, should I say. Now I had an idea. Sometimes when you're stuck for what to do next, you can This might crash. This might really cause trouble, but I'm loading up VCV Rack, which is this crazy program. Let's see if I can get it to run. VCV reroute. Okay, how are we doing here, pal? Stick it down there. Okay. Master down, please. Thank you. Oh, there we go. We got it. Cool. Seems like it's just worked first time. That's why I love Reaper. Once things are set up, they are set up. Okay, we're going to the pre-master. We should have audio. Yes, we do. Lovely. Cool, now I get to play with this. Okay, yeah. Okay, we do have audio crunching issues there by the sounds of it. Let's give this a whirl and see how it goes. Yeah. Okay. Oof, that is ugly. Okay, I'm going to take the buffer size down if I can. Alright, we have a very, very nice sound today. That's awesome. Right, let's see what we can do about this. The block size should be, it can be a good 85 milliseconds advance. Unless this thing is, you know, if I change the sound card now, it's going to give me trouble. Okay, let's try something else. Kill that. The USB driver. Don't really know how to do this, to be honest. Buffer size, let's go 1024. That might screw this up, but anyway. Tell you what, let's reboot VCV. See if we can get the, yeah, 1024 correct. Let's see if that bit's better, runs any better. Might be. There's the crunching. Cool. It's because I'm also running OBS. I'm doing a live stream here, so. Okay, well this is one idea for. Okay, I just want to kill that bass. Where is it? I think it's this one. See, that kind of stuff's cool. So what I'm running here is, well, I don't even know. I wrote this program. I wrote this patch so long ago. Let us just. I'm going to modify this. I'm going to save it as, and I'll stick it under VCV. Let's call it the whatever bad robot patch bad robot sandbox. Okay, that's cool. Now we got a fork which I can use to delete what's not working. Okay, that's cool. I just do want this sequencer to be a little bit more blippy. So what I'm doing here, oops, there we go, cool. Right, let's see if we can work out. ADSR here needs to be a little bit, that's it. Okay, we want 0, that's it, 0 delay. That's nice. This is what VCV is really good at, is like, there. Just basic sequencer sounds like that. Now this has got a bit too much, okay, two things. Firstly, it's got a bit too much melody, even though it's really simple, and the other one is it sounds a bit too minor for my liking. So let's see if we can change that. Let's change that to the major. Cool, over here. What we've got now is we've got this chord, C, okay, wait. Let's change it over to the una corda so you can hear what I'm trying to say. My phone's ringing in the background, but I don't care. Okay, we're on channel 3, so that flips back to there. There. Now I've got this chord, which is this weird augmented type of thing. Man, I wish Spacebar started this. And I've gone and disabled this. Is there a... How do you... Is it Control or Alt? How do you... Oops, no, that's not the way. I almost blew up the house there. Okay, let's leave that on. Leave that off and leave that on. Okay, let's change this to a C major 7 chord. Okay, and where is it? Let's find that A flat and just bring it in, rein it in so that it's not so augmented. Cool, there we go. Now we should have a more this one here, I think. This one should be a major. Do, do, do. That's it. Do. Okay, here we go. Okay, I like the fact that there's a little bit of a fart on that low C. Cool. Now we can also start the fun part. That's just a cutoff filter. Okay, like I built this a while ago, and as you can see, there's all sorts of shit going on. I don't even know what it is. Okay, let's just reverse this. So, okay, what I'm looking at is channel 2, which is coming from Lateralis. I'm going to pump up the cutoff. I'm going to do as little as I can in VCV because it doesn't have like very easy options for automation or a sequencer that you can use. So I'm going to just outsource all that stuff to Reaper, which is awesome. Right, today's focus is firstly finding out what the heck is going on, and then okay, well, first things first, let's get this over to the there. So the BPM is 120. We're going to start a new region, not 960. 120 is fine, thanks. And this region here is going to be whatever this VCV spits out. Okay. Now we should be able to just hit record and go for it. It sounds out of sync, but it's fine. It's going to be sync up now. Okay. That's basically all we need. If I was a real synth head, I'd be like, right now, I'd be like letting it run and recording everything. But I'm the type of, I'm on a budget and a deadline, so there you go. There's our little sequence. Doesn't sound too bad. Mono sounds feasible. Okay, good. So now we've got. No. Now I'm going to put a drum beat to it, not because I want drums in it necessarily, but because I want to hear what it sounds like when I play it back in a, other than the kick, basically. I want to offset the beat, so if that makes sense. There we go. This is nice, y'all. I had an idea to do this kind of track at least once. It's like this kind of, I feel like it's this busy laboratory kind of scene where you've got automated robots running around doing a lot of work for you, and like very small little guys, you know, maybe chemicals bubbling over, that type of scene. And arpeggiators work well for that, and VCV is the king of arpeggiation. So let's try and put it all together. For this track, number 6, I'm going to start by sort of creating a sound palette of different and discrete sounds, like not very similar, through VCV Rack. And then I'm going to sample them into Reaper, and I'm going to start treating them as loops. And this track, I can tell you right now, is not going to have a lot of melodic variation or harmonic variation. It's going to be like, it's going to sound similar towards the beginning and the end, with the idea being it can just be like underscore rather than feature intro music within the theme that I'm writing, which is broken robot or bad robot. Okay, so let's get this kick quantized out. That's good. Make sure the velocities are even. Boom, 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 boom. And give it a loop. This is my new trick. Select that, group it, loop it. Now we've got that. Okay, same with this. I think we've got one of our sound palettes already. So let's select that and loop that. Okay, cool. Alright, now we want to save this setup as a type of sampling sandbox. I haven't really got one set up for Reaper yet, so that goes to the parent, which is perfect. That's going to be sample 1, and then we're going to call this next one sample 2, and we're just going to give them 8 basically. Oops, there we go, sample 26. I've got another hour to do this, and then I'm off to do my exercise. So cool. And let's make these a color. Color lottery. What's it going to be? I'm guessing some warm color like yellow. Oh, pink. Jeez, a lot of cool colors today. There we go. I like yellow. Great. Looks like we've got our first chapter. Let's go. Lose the click. Okay. The sense of industry is often brought about by this chord progression. Not industry like necessarily, but like this. Sorry, major. This kind of thing. It's positive, it's uplifting, it's a sense of possibility, and like, you know, so I'm going to go with this. Oops. We can maybe mess with that, but yeah, I don't want to be too experimental. Of course, this is library music for other people, not just to add inches to my deck. So let's give that a bash. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and now delete this. We've got the fork, got the previous one if I want to save it. Keep the tempo, sorry, keep the sequence the same. There we go. Okay, now it should sound like, let's hear it on its own. It should sound, this is sample 1, which we're going to mute. And it should sound like, cool, so it's giving me octave variation over here, which I like. It's unexpected, and part of the joy of this type of music is that these weird things do start to happen. Okay. One thing I do want is for this to be a little bit lower. Not that. Let's give it a slightly different sound now. It's a fine tuner. Yeah, offset the fine. That's just basically a volume knob. Okay, cool. Maybe a delay? Let's do one with delay and one without. Okay, this sound is too similar also still for my liking, so I'm going to change it to a sawtooth. Is this the sawtooth? Is this where it's coming from? No. Where do I change the shape of the waveform? Interessant. I'm just excited that this thing is running. I mean, I was expecting a lot more issues. Okay. Give me a sec to try and find out where exactly this... That's the filter, ADSR, clock, the oscillator, it's this one now. There you go, different sound. Okay, cool. So then there won't be too much clashing if I run this in the background like that. Cool. I only need to do 1 or 2 passes. Let's give it a bash. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's out of phase, but it's fine. Cool. I think that should do it. And run off. Cool. Correct. Now we want to... This is how I hear it, at least. Cool. Oops. Yeah, loop that. Group it. And loop it. Now we've got 2, which is the bass sounding. Now what we want is a second one, which is everything up an octave. Maybe there's a quicker way to do this. I'm sure there's a quick way to do this. Because wait, there must be a quick way to do this. Gate, sequences, slide, auto step, right, CV, oscillator. All we need is something to transpose it up 3 semitones. Tranrot. No. Tight step, gate 2, slide. No. Oh, it's here. Oh no, I haven't got that set up there. Yeah. Okay, half the fun is figuring this stuff out, but again, not on the clock. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, I'm finding the... Oh, okay. It's the off notes that I'm missing. That's fine. Cool. So we're going to record that now. Go. I've got to run this first. Cool. Good old Reaper, even recording when you don't think it is. Now let's go up to the F, and we're going to repeat that process. Whenever you find yourself doing this, like clicking and doing something manually for 10 times in a row, then you know you are being very stupid, and there's always a smarter way to do it. Question is, do you have the time to figure it out? And now we just record the F, which is okay, go. Cool, and kill that. Right, now we should have this. There it is, there, that one. And then we want the last one here. Chip, chip, chip. Oops, not that, this. Okay, now we can get, yeah, we can actually alter the rhythm. Okay, so we've got a little rhythmic variation at the end there. Now let's hear it with the other one. Out of sync. No. Okay, that's where we want it to be. I see there's also 2 instances, I think. Why is that playing through there, is the question. We've got 2. I see, yeah, we have to move these guys down. Right. Here's what the problem is. These guys have got to find their own sample lane. Okay. Okay, and then okay, we need to fix this last one. Okay, this bottom guy is dominating a bit. Let's just take the volume down there. I like that, and then this can just be a kind of a secondary. All of this shouldn't have been on, but anyway. Okay, piano doesn't really work. Piano doesn't really seem to work very well with this. Okay, all that stuff considered, I'm now going to change it up yet again and make sure there's no melody in this sequencer. So what I'm looking for now is a noise generator, which should be... Let's just try and get some audio. What we can do is actually find one. I think there's one called Noise by Tremor. Yeah, this thing here, a drum synthesizer. Now if we took this out to here, into this instead, and then took that out to there, we might get some results. Envelope out. No. Oh, there we go. I'm looking for the oscillator, I'm looking for the wrong thing. Yeah, external in. No, nothing. Output. Nothing. Okay, not lucky. No luck there. Let's try change the routing so that it is. We don't actually need the delay anymore, so I'm going to reroute this from there to there. Sorry, the low pass. Oops, what have I done? What have I done? There, that's it. Low pass filter. I want the filter out. It's not giving me the option to low pass filter. Okay. It needs to be a gate. No, that's not it. That's going into there, that's going into there, and this should be going out to there. Can I fix it? Can I figure it out? There we go. Cool. That's what I'm after. Okay. Now we might want some delay. Let's see how that sounds. Okay. This thing's also like feeding back on itself, I think. Oh, that's interesting. It actually gives me like a stereo sweep as I cut it off there. Okay, whatever. Interesting sound, but not very musical. Is this what I want? Tone. Decimate. Okay. Now we're getting interesting, yeah. Okay. I should cut everything off and then slowly, yeah, fade that out. Okay, we got it. So basically it's delaying. It's delaying on itself. How does it sound to this? It is kind of what I'm looking for. Why don't we just sample it and see what happens? Cool. Got it. I mean, I'm sandboxing here, so it doesn't matter if it's wrong or whatever. Let's take it back in time a little bit. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So it's got a crunchy quality, which I like. It takes it out of the realm of guitar and stuff. Okay, now I want to be intentional about this, a bit more intentional about this. Right, it's always easy to just put a kick and a bass on anything. Is that something I want to do? Let's find out. What happened there? Oh, right. Nope. 1, 2. Let's get the right loop length, please. Then 4, it's just that. Okay, wait. Top. Top. Go for it. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we're out of sync. Okay, because I changed the buffer size, we're out of sync. Okay, let's dun. Take this guy away and just put it to there, and key everything up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. Top. Ah. Little leap. Cool. I'm going to do a fade in of this. Just every second bar. Or maybe even every fourth. I prefer this fade in. Boom. Yeah, I'll give it some. Yeah, just a little touch of that. Okay, well, we've got a nice chord progression now, and it's moving forward and all that, so it's fine. I'm trying to think of exactly. I don't normally do mixing stuff this early, but I want to actually just pan these hard left and right. Yeah, I think it adds a nice workability to it while I'm cool. And let's give that the. Okay, and I'm just going to come up with a guitar part. Hopefully it sounds decent. I think this is an acoustic type number. I don't want any more electric guitar on this. Okay, C, E flat, F. Okay, let's go with the format of. This is like the feel-good stuff, you know. Okay, let's try not just the typical. 2, 3, 4. Okay, it doesn't have to be mirroring every chord change, just once every so often is fine. So let's get that in. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. The buffer size is throwing me off. Let's just turn the. There we go, one trim off. 2, 3, 4. Too loud and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That's it. 3, 4. It's nice and easy. 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's a sample that we can use throughout the track, and we can also do some more wonky reversing stuff to it. Oops, let's go to the last one. There we go. And I think this is going to be a little bit loud. Oh, it's nice and clean, eh? Really good recording there. I don't like doing this too early either, but no, actually I'm not going to do it. Cool, we've got a vocal. Just take that down. Okay, now we start sequencing. Like I said in the beginning, I think this track is going to be from start to finish. That arpeggiator vibe is going to go the whole way through. We can develop things as we go, but I think that's the standard. That's what's going to see us through these rough seas. Okay, cool. I'm currently, that's not looped, needs to be. Select group, I'll make a thing out of it, and then boom, 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 boom. Let's assume that this is going to run without any major changes for the next 2 minutes. We might find some melodic changes in that time, but probably not. So that's 1.5 minutes. I want to make a 2-minute track. So let's take it out to here, see if we can find it's 240. Happy medium. Okay. The guitar definitely going to come later. Let's add one more of those. Ring, ding, ding, ding. Okay, I'm also going to start putting markers in. So let's put that at the beginning. As marker to start the track. And this is at 120 BPM. Okay, track 6. I'm just going to tentatively call it edit region, call it busy robots. I mean, I've got to make it sound a little bit more romantic, robotic. But that's nice. Cool. So what we're actually looking for now, ring, ding, ding, ding. That's where that should come in. Ding, 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 ding. Zang, 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 zang. Okay, that's the first 4 repetitions, and all of this stuff keeps going. See, that noise is just so subtle. Just the sound over here. You don't hear it obviously. I think it could come up in volume, definitely. Yeah. Cool, I really like that. I think it's actually just too common though. Let's leave it in there. Create moments in your track, you know. Okay, now this part here. Okay, that's good. We've got a part now. Loop it, join it, and repeat it. Like, let's just get to the same section here. I will break these up into more or less repetitive parts. This is a track called Busy Robots, which is a very generic title, which means it'll do better than other tracks. So I've got to really make it sound like I need to match listeners' expectations. And that I'm going to do by now creating some kind of counter rhythm. This is a very rhythmic track. I'm not going to try to do too much melodically. So the counter rhythm I'm going to try and create is by changing up the sequencing. So let's see what else we've got on offer here on VCV Rack. VCV should be playing. Okay, we've played that noise already. That's cool. Okay, so how does that play with the other one? This can be a part B maybe. Okay, let's kill the bass at this point. This is kind of the bass. This is like the second part of the bass. 2, 3. How about we get a moment now where we allow this sound to be opened up. Let's repeat that. Oh, it looks like we are syncing. I thought it was out of sync. That's cool. Okay, the sound that I'm looking for now is, yeah, like that, a bit more character. That's definitely what I want. Okay, that's a triangle wave. Let's try sine, yeah. I think if we, let's just try and match it by ear to the bass. That's nice. Cool. So this frequency out of interest is about 2100 Hertz. It's got a -7 vibe about it. Okay, good. Now I'd like to actually duplicate this and layer it so that it sounds like 2 things happening. Or let's do them separately, yeah. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm using VCV Rack to resample. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Okay, you can stop the run now. Good. And this should actually be popping up with audio. There we go, yeah. We've got a problem. No one's reset it. Reset. Okay, I'll just have to mute that. Fine. How's it sound? Ah, yeah. That's nice. Okay, we need a drum machine next, definitely. That sounded great. Cool. So let's Control Shift G that, loop G, and create a loop. Cool. So now we've got one instance of. Cool. Let's keep the guitar going and see how that sounds. I'm looking forward to doing the drum programming for this for sure. I'm having a good time. This is when things like just work. I'm going to get some water. Cool. 30 minutes till I've got to go do my little exercise. Okay. We've got this cool sounding, so this track actually is called Busy Robots, and I'm picturing like a bunch of little automatons working in a laboratory. So I've got to make it sound very robotic and quantized. That sounds so nice. Okay, now that we've got that part, I'm free to screw around with the timbre of the audio. If we halve this value, can we just do over 2? Does it? No. Doesn't. Let's just take it to 1050. Let's see if it goes down an octave. Should do. And it's muted. Cool. Now let's create a layer, but this time I want it to be more of a harsher sound. Yeah, that's nice. Raw oscillator sounds. That's cool. Right. That's nice. I'm actually even going to take this down. What is that going to be? 575. Oh no, 525. That's cool. Might as well sample that. Let's go for it. Cool. Fine, got that. I mean, I've been fantasizing about doing this type of inter-program work for ages. I mean, I've only been on VCV for about a year, but I can see its potential as like this sampling tool that like I'm doing now. Okay, I should be able to. Oh no, let's just get this out of the main zone. Cool. Pump it up. I'm going to visually synchronize these two. See how it sounds. Oh no, it should actually be like this. It's got that last little say. Cool, man. I'm getting back into my LCD sound system days here. Awesome. Cool. Happy with that. And we're going to leave that. So I'm taking it back to like just creating building blocks. Let's take the. We don't need that. No, we don't need that. Okay, we're going to do 2 reps. Turn off repeat. Here comes the sign. I mean, it's very simple music, of course, and I'm not going to try and make it anything else. That's what this is about. Right, maybe what we could do is some kind of, like I play electric guitar, and what I'm hoping for here is some kind of like sort of send off, if that makes sense. Like when you go vrang and you just let it ring. Now we don't really have that option with synths, but we can create similar sounds with. Let's try it out like this. Okay, let's just check the. the routing here. It's a very raw sound, but that's fine. Okay, is anything currently going to the... Is anything currently going to the delay? No. What's generating this sound? It's this VCO here, which is going from there straight into there. So why don't we hijack the delay and take this from here to here. Now we should have a nothing. Oops, it needs to go there, now needs to go there. Okay. What I did was I went from low pass out of here into here, and this is currently running into a muted channel, that's why. Cool, let's try again. What's that? This guy here is running out. It's kind of resampling itself. Let's just think this through. I need to know. This is left and right out. Okay, I don't need to resample itself. Left in. Let's go right out. Let's get a delay send off. See how Chroma Blob does. This is a plugin called Chroma Blob, which is awesome. Okay. That's cool. See, there we go. I'm going for that kind of effect. All right, so now we're going to another type of scratch pad where I'm just going to record, and almost don't even need the kicker. I don't know. Let's just try it and run. Let's let it find its feet. Yeah. That's better than the original. And take it up. One. Do it again. It's fine. Kill feedback. Oh, I like that, but I just got it a bit late. There we go. I'm gonna do it like this. Can I MIDI map this? Just for fun, let's see if I can MIDI map this using the default MIDI CV. I want this to be the... it's not picking it up. You know why? Because it's not anything plugged in. There goes my guitar. Not worth the effort. I'll do it with the mouse, and maybe tomorrow I'll have it set up. Yeah. Oops, I just deleted one I should not have. Okay, still recording in Reaper. Yeah, here we go. You get the same feeling doing that as you do recording a guitar, because it's a performance. It really is. Cool, man. That was fun. Now let's see if we can make that work its way into here. I will name all these properly later, I promise. Look at this beautiful waveform, eh? I never thought there was such a thing, but that is... it's art. It's a pattern. Oh, I do like this. I do like this. Okay, so we could consider this the mono signal in the center. Now let's try and time it with the other one. First things first. Did we crunch on that other one? No, I think it worked. Yeah, it's definitely nice. Okay, let's take the volume down and try and sync it up to this guy. I'm trying to create a moment here where the layers build. So you start with this very simple and humble type of sine wave, and then you bring in this triangle wave, which is a bit louder, levels it up. Let's do 2 of those. Oops, this thing is crunching. Now we want on the third instance this to be with okay, I see what's going on. We need to first bring it in here. That's crunching bad. Sorry about the sound. Too early. Okay, I can't hear anything. Save Bad Robot Sandbox. I'll open it up. No, actually, wait. That's cool. That's what I want. Now I'm going to go forward and do the automation, the volume fade. So it starts to like... Okay, I really can't do this. Can't work like that. Okay, now watch the audio. And it takes over there without you noticing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hopefully now by now the drums are in kind of full swing, and we've got this moment where everything just tails out. Okay, so let's give this a bash. Bass not sounding too bad. Let's get our friend. Okay, yeah, this is definitely LCD sound system territory. And we still haven't even like... Okay, I know I'm going to need these later, so let's just do ourselves a flavor. That's good. Okay, so you guys are now a loop. I'm going to group you there. Cool. And we should be able to pull you all the way through. Cool. This is Ableton type, yeah, the use of Reaper in an Ableton type of way. Okay, what I'm doing here is in this yellow section is a combination of sounds that I've sampled from VCV Rack, which I just closed, and I'm creating a moment where the delay, the tap delay, just kind of spins out of control. Just let's change that there. Two, and here's the break. 2, 3, 4. Cool, that's what I'm after. Boom. Okay, good. So we've just got like a simple kick and a bass in the meantime. Yeah, so this is now a new track. I'm calling it Busy Robots. What's going on here? No, we don't need all that. Okay, so what I do need now is, now that we've got the kind of basics for a track of this. This is the A section. And then we've got a B section here, which we can kind of... I want the guitar to stay there, but also I need another voice to come in there. Not there. How does it sound? Let's just try it. It is quite robotic. There might be place for it if we just... This FM8 disco patch. Not really nice, but let's try it out. Try the other one. What I like about it is this, it's got that clicky high sound. That's actually really what I'm after. Let's see, yeah. No, I just recorded all this stuff and I deleted it. Okay, there we go. Everything can... I think we're still in the stage of having... Okay, I definitely don't want it to all carry on forever. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, but what if we just lost the beginning section? Yeah, 1. No, that has to be like on the beat though. 1, 2. And it has to be very quiet too. That's nice. Yeah. I can do it as a layer like that. And then that... Cool. Let's give this a little loop. Oops. Loop and group. Loop and group. Cool. There we go. Making music, guys. Cool. Then we can layer this up with clicks and sounds from this setup. I want these guys to be lower. I want this to be on. No, I need more clicky sounds, and that's what this guy is great for. It's all the same sample throughout, so you're not going to get much variety by playing it. Okay, now all of this actually just comes down because it's blaring. Yeah, okay, so the guitar comes down. Need a little counter melody or counter rhythm. It's sounding like techno, slow, positive kind of techno. I'm afraid this mic is gonna get canned. if that works. Kinetic wind up toy. It's this guy here. So that. I like Scotch snaps. 3, 4. No, that's it, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, man. I had an idea there. Scotch snaps. Da 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 da. That's what they call them. Very common in hip hop. So I got that kind of from here. A little bit early. Let's try pump it up. Da 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 da. Okay, let's get that nicely quantized to a 16th start and finish. Cool, I like that. This is very themed, a very kind of niche theme, you know, like Magician's Apprentice type territory where the brooms are taking over automatons. But it's got a cool vibe to it, and I mean the sounds definitely feed into the theme that I'm working with here, bad robot or broken robot. Let's group that, and yeah, loop her up. Cool. Now we've got a type of sample consistency, if that makes sense. Cool. I'm about to go and do my exercise, but first let's screw around with this guy. Which one? This one. That's nice because it comes in at a little semitone above. Let's put that right in the end, and 1, 2. That works. I think that works. We just need to now take that and group it, try it out. A bit loud and a bit too obvious. Going down. This thing's got some wonderful sounds in it. There's my stomach telling me what time it is. No, too soon. I like that's cool because it's flat. It's a little bit flat. Okay, kill that. Now I got this being a group, and I failed there. I failed hard. I failed to succeed. These two must be joined. There you go. Joined in holy matrimony forever. Oh, yeah, that's like very... Do hello? No. That's the bottom. Okay, good, but the typing is far too loud and persistent. Take it down. That's it, just a hint. Subtle. We're making quirky music, that's what this is about. Nothing fancy. I do like the idea of interspersing with a falling lead type thing. Okay, let's do that. 2, 3, 4. Cool, little mouse squeak. That's cool. Question is, are we going to do this all in layers or just kind of keep it all in the same family? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that plays nice. That's cool. Dun, 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 dun. Got some little bloops in. I mean, the bloops and stuff are the really easy things, you know. I think we should keep that out. But they do give the song a lot of character. I mean, it's a very simple chord progression, so you want... this is going to be texture-rich type of song, I think. 4. Dun, 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 dun. That's cool. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, well, what about we... I mean, is there a way to do this? I want to literally just... Can I just copy this into here? Will it sound the same? Yeah, it will. Cool. And that is it. That's the one loop. This is what we've got so far. You guys can group. Ja, ja, ja. Ja, 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 ja. Ja, 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 ja. Ja, 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 ja. Cool. Happy with that. Let's bounce that down. It's going to be one sample. Cool. Machine blips on the way. Little shortcut key there. I like it. Bounce. Cool. Right, that is it. It's time for me to go do my exercise. That's enough creative fun stuff for today. If anyone's been watching, I've been making an album of songs called Bad Robot. And it's an asset pack. So at the end of the month, I release this to people to use freely in their videos and productions. And it comes with stings and loops and individual stems and basically a lot of stuff, which makes it easy for you to make your own videos, tell your own stories, which have like thematic consistency. So if you like doing a short web series, a TV show, YouTube show, podcast, whatever, and you want it to sound the same, and not just like a bunch of different tracks that you've sourced from different areas, like Epidemic Sound, my nemesis, then download the packs. I've already released 15 of them on my site, johnbotman.com, so check the link and go and help yourself to those. And also look out for specials. At the end of the month, I do a giveaway of some of the tracks to keep you hooked, to keep you hooked on the line. So yeah, and here's what it's going to sound like. I'm 2 days into this composition, and I've written the start of 6 tracks. There should be 10 by the time I'm done. Stuff like this. That's one of them. Here's another one. It's got a slowish sound. Fix the levels later. Don't know where this one's going. Typing. Huh. Starting to sound good. That typewriter sound needs work though. And then today's one, which is Busy Robots, the more techno sounding thing. Cool, so that's a little overview of what we're doing this month. Right, been a real pleasure, as usual, sharing my composition workflow, and I will